Well, fuck. Well. The landscape has slightly changed since the last time I was in here 1 week ago. I thought, it will be a good time to take a holiday. You know, why not? Look, there's a lot going on. A little holiday might be nice. Like, you know, focus on a lot of focus on some different things. Focus on things that have been falling by the wayside. Work, so on and so forth. And then suddenly I find myself with a rather empty schedule. Fuck! Now, look, I did promise that this is a rather odd camera angle, I will say. This is the last show I will be doing from the studio. Afterwards, I'm going to be taking the requisite equipment back home to do shows from the spare room. But fuck it. The feathery one returns. Some are calling it Return of the King. Some are calling it, a waste of my time and yours. But we don't listen to them. Yeah, I mean, there's certainly, if I'm going to do it from home, there's certainly no excuse to not do it in my pants. You know, I don't know whether or not there'll be, there'll be video, you know. But if there is, I can promise you that I will do at least some of it just in my pants. Guys, look, I did say I was going to not mention the global pandemic at all. I think that's likely to be impossible, but I'm not going to do my best to try and find news that is not related to it, which is quite a fucking ask right now. I've had to go back pretty far into the I guess you could call them archives. I think you would possibly better refer to it as the septic tank of Lab Bible and the Metro. I think would be a fairer way to describe their archives. Look, what's been going on otherwise? I mean, the only thing that's really sprung to mind as a salient piece of news, other than the global pandemic, is your man Redex getting caught out using a young lady's bank card to top up his Xbox credits. God bless him. There's always one, isn't it? It's just like, oh, fuck it, the clubs are going to close. I've got to self-isolate. I need some fucking credits to keep me through. Jesus, I'm just trying to make a pound note out here. Fucking hell. So that's a bit of a hoot. Jesus Christ. This is not loud enough. Listen. I just, just to kind of, and then to move on. Things are going to get a lot worse before they get better. Yeah. And I mean, particularly economically. Yeah. So I don't know how long it's going to be before clubs reopen. I don't know how long it's going to be before restaurants are properly open and people are going. People in the music industry, people in the hospitality industry, I fucking feel your pain. Guys, if you're at home and you're ordering delivery, please, let me just implore you to please don't order from McDonald's, don't order from Burger King. They'll be fine. Burger King and McDonald's aren't going out of business. Yeah, order from your local independent pizza place, your local independent burger place. Yeah, order from your mum and pop shops, ones that are more likely to go under. Fucking everyone's likely to go under at the moment. But look, guys, that's all I'm going to say on the subject, because Christ knows we need a distraction. Ladies and gentlemen, now and every weekday morning at 10 a.m. welcome back to Coffee and Memes.
Steady job and a couple extra potatoes, that's all I want.
You're getting on, you're pushing 30, Slugger. You know, it's time to think about getting some ambition.
Oh, I always figured I'd live a little bit longer without it.
Don't forget, kid, that what you're trying to do here is to be bright and chipper and entertaining and intelligent and sort of glitzy, and that's funny, and it's kind of cool, and it's interesting, and it's edgy, and all of that. It puts that facade of momentary charisma on you, and if you don't play that out, you actually fail.
already people are disagreeing with my advice. How about fuck you? Yeah, how about do what you want? Yeah, how about don't take advice from me? How many times, right? Like the triggering's begun. How many times have I told you that my opinion is worthless? Okay? So why even bother disagreeing with it? Why, like, you know, when you hear a lunatic on the street, that's the politically correct term, when you hear a lunatic on the street screaming to themselves, you don't go and take him to task on his fact-checking, do you? You know, when there is a man who has got no trousers on, yeah, and his beard is full of sick, and he's rambling about, you know, invisible people that, you know, that he has an issue with. You don't go, there's no such thing as invisible people. What are you talking about? You just pay it no mind, all right? You just let him get on with it. So I would appreciate you would afford me the same courtesy that you afford lunatics. If you wouldn't mind lumping me into the same category with people that shout at stuff that isn't there. Which is effectively what I'm doing right now. Okay, fine, good. What have we got in the news? Don't worry, guys, the triggering is back. I know that's what everybody wants to hear. Service station obsessed British bloke had part of his honeymoon in one. Wow, that could potentially be Jim from Rankin Radio. He loves a goddamn service station. He loves, is it Cotton? I don't know. I know he's indifferent to Pease Pottage. That much I know. There's one on the M25 where if you attack it from the south up the M23, and attack it from the south, yeah, and then you take a left, yeah, go around it clockwise. Anyway, there's one on the left there. It's got a Nando's. It's got a fucking Holiday Inn, Premier Inn, something like that. You could live there. I mean, I would say that would not be a bad place, you know, if you could somehow quarantine the entire service station. You've got everything you need there for. I mean, it would be a cracking place in a zombie apocalypse. I would say. I mean, it really, you know, Nando's, Travelodge, Burger King. There you go. That's your holy trinity of things you need. When the invading zombie hordes are heading towards you. Anyway, meet the British man who is so obsessed with motorway service stations that he's not only got a favourite one, but he's also incorporated it into part of his wedding celebrations. What an absolute lad. Fuck. God, this all feels futile, doesn't it? Jesus Christ. I tell you one thing I've really struggled with here is the total disconnect between the outdoor world and the news and what's going on online. I had to go to a storage unit yesterday because I'm a man, because I'm a real man. I have a lockup, okay? Only real men have lockups. Everyone knows that because then you can say things like, I've got to job lot of them up at the lockup. I've got to go and pick something up from the lockup. I can't. I've got a number of refugees locked up in the lockup. You know, real man stuff, okay, guys? Look. So I cycle up there, think I won't come into contact with anybody, blah, blah, blah. Cycle up to the lockup, cycle past the pier. There's just families with elderly relatives just going about their business on the pier, getting donuts. Like, guys, you're like pushing grandma in a fucking wheelchair up and down the pier. Jesus, I don't know. And, you know, everyone's just punking it. Anyway, I digress. This geezer in his fucking service station. Service stations aren't exactly known as the most promising of locations. How dare you? How dare you, Jess Hardiman of the Lad Bible? Have you never been to Pease Pottage? They've got a West Country Pasties. They've got a West Country Pasties van. They've got a Cafe Nero and a Marks and Spencer. Anyway, with weary travellers begrudgingly stopping to quickly grab a strong coffee and a sausage roll before heading back out on the road. Thanks for the preamble, Jess Hardiman. I had no idea what a service station was. Fuck my old boots. I'll tell you what, though, you do see a different breed of human in a service station. The same breed of human that you only see on cross-channel ferries and in accident and emergency. Something about them. There's a certain shape to them, you know? There's a certain shape. There's a certain way they move. You could call it a waddle. There's a certain way they sort of go about the business. There's a way they chastise their children. the way that they discipline their pets. They're a different breed, man. You know, they're just decent, honest, leave voting people, you know, and I love them. You know, God bless them. Yeah, God fucking bless them. Anyway, but one Brit has become such a huge fan of them that he regularly visits them for fun, and even had part of one in his honeymoon. Can I get this absolute ladder? He's just having a fucking time of Jesus. That video stream looks shithouse, doesn't it? I couldn't even have worn a more brightly coloured jumper or something to sort of offset the white background. What a 2-bit waste of your time and mine. Turn it off. Just listen to it on the app. Anyway, let's where is he? No, that's a bit better, isn't it? Let's just leave it with that for the time being. Where are we? Here he is, absolute ledge. Fucking, let's call him Gary Ledge. Fucking Gary Ledge. What a ledge, mate. Ledge. Anyway, Chris Arnold, a.k.a. Gary Ledge, 31, says he finds motorway services exciting, calming, and even glorious, and regularly reviews them online for his friends and fans on social media, with many photos and videos receiving hundreds of likes. Well, you got to do something to keep the black dog out, so to speak, ain't you? Keep the darkness from creeping back in, to keep the devil from creeping up inside your anus, you know. And if that thing is reviewing service stations, if that's what keeps you, you know, from eventually turning the gun on yourself, so be it, man. So goddamn be it. Chris' all-time favourite spot is Gloucester services on the M5. Firm choice, to be fair. Nice one, Hardyman. She obviously knows the services. But he's also a big fan of others on the M6, the M74 and the A66. When he recently tied the knot with long-suffering partner, Francesca Scott, there was even a mention of his love of service stations in the wedding speech, before he whisked off the new bride to T-Bay services off the M6 in Cumbria. After the big day. I do actually have it on good authority that the T-Bay services off the M6 are an absolutely cracking visit. You know, that is a place to take a family on an outing, I will say. I mean, perhaps not right now, but maybe, you know, maybe after things clear, that would be a nice place to take an elderly relative for a day out, I would say, you know. Chris, a DJ and radio presenter, oh, here we go, what a cunt, said... I've been to a lot of them. I'm a DJ and I get around a bit. Not anymore. I used to live in Sheffield, so I would visit T-Bay services in the Lake District. Who is this goon? What's he play? Psytrance? No, he looks like he plays Funky Chunky House. No, he's from Bristol. Probably, maybe Build knows him. Build, are you there? Buildo, can you hear me? Oh, Jesus, Tom Cam message retracted. God knows what that fucking says. All right, well, Jimmy Budd suggesting that Weatherbury is the best, hands down. I've never been there, mate. Never been there. Salmon Jumper and Magnolia Walls could be a Radio 4 presenter. If you're going to do Radio 4, you have to be really incredibly close like this. And now, Radio 4, we have a middle-aged, upper middle-class woman has come on to tell us how she's oppressed. And then we're going to go to Jeremy Vine, who is insufferable. Okay. What's going on? Ollie Hooper, he's there from Australia. A lot of messages retracted. What's going on? Ollie, what is are people pretending that coronavirus exists in Australia because they're pretending that Australia exists? What's the situation? Look, are we going to continue on with our service station, man? Why not? You know, why not? People complain they're too expensive, but I think they're worth an extra bit of money. Well, there's nothing stopping you from paying additional. You know, why not go to your travel agent? God knows I need your business right now. And go to the Bureau de Change. Yeah, go to Bureau de Change. Get 500 quid's worth of dollar bills. Make it fucking rain in Gloucester services next time you go in there. Yeah? Go up to the Nando's. Go to the Little Chef. Do they still have Little Chefs? I don't know. You'd think that'd be the first thing that closed down. Make it rain in there. Like, fucking get out there. Give it the big un. Yeah? If you love them so much. Chris began posting about motorway services on social media, with his Instagram bio reading, Gloucester Services, favourite customer. One post from December 2018 showed Chris chilling outside of Gloucester Services, captioned, "Kicking back at Gloucester Services with my Gloucester Services mug whilst wearing my Gloucester Services t-shirt. The perfect way to end the year." Sounding a lot like Train Guy of Bob Mortimer fame. What an incredible place, glorious location. Get a Campuchuchu on me. Delightful interior, serene toilets. Yeah, I'm bored of this prick. Okay, he's gone. That's fine. Woman wins goldfish, which grows to massive 12 inches and eats other fish in tank. Yeah, that's rough turn of events for those goldfish, mate. That is a big-ass fucking goldfish, man. Jesus Christ, we haven't done a big animal bit for a long time. Also, after this, I've got a bit about an animal going on the lam. An escaped animal at large. A cow. It's faster than you think, apparently. Faster than it looks. Coming up next on Coffee Memes, I've got a cow that's faster than it looks. Ah! Oh, God. The world's coming to an end. This cow is faster than it looks. Where is it? On the loose. We're gonna die. On the loose, cow that has evaded police since January. It's faster than it looks. I don't know how fast a cow looks. 15 miles an hour? I don't know. Put a number on it. Guys, in the chat, put a fucking number on how fast. I mean, that, in this video here, well, it's an image. But that looks like the sort of image that you take with one of those high frame rate slow motion cameras. So if they're having to use one of those, it must be pretty quick. Yeah, we've actually clocked the cow in at 374 miles an hour, which is actually about half the speed of a speeding bullet. So it is going to be pretty difficult to catch. I mean, we do have bigger fish to fry right now, so we are just letting him tear up the countryside. Anyway, now, Coffee and Memes. How fast does this cow look? Guys, look. How fast does it look? People, please, in the chat, would you put a fucking number, yeah, on how fast that cow looks? What do you think? Guys, please. 12 knots. That's not bad, is it? 7. Aerodynamics of a cow, 7. Okay, Joe Lewis is saying 18 miles an hour. A lot of new people in the chat today. A lot of newbies. Yeah, a lot of new folk. Seeing a lot of new faces. Sean Simpson says 42. Acid Moore, at least 8, which I think is perfectly reasonable. But yeah, so I mean, how many people are genuinely are self-isolating at the moment? Like actually, like on lock, like some symptoms, like genuinely on lock. Let us know, man. Yeah, I don't know. Is the internet bad here or Trickstar's closed? Trickstar is closed. I don't know for good. So don't get your hopes up. But they are certainly closed. Schloobs has lost his job. God bless you, man. God fucking bless you. I'm very sorry to hear that. Imperial Lobster's never stopped self-isolating. Oh, what? You got... Cho's got a twisted ankle? That is gutting. It'd be useless in the actual apocalypse. Like, Hogboy and Frisk have got their own office today, so no one wants to come in. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Chris Breaks' office is closed. Confirmed case last week. Oh dear. Wodge, no symptoms. Office got shut down. That's good. Wodge, please keep us up to date with any of your symptoms, be they non-existent, fictional, or otherwise. Beardy Man is in the chat. Sup, my beardy brother. Leon Harris doing his best to get our company, listening to you whilst working at home. Zoe, what? Are you on Leon on someone else's account? I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on. Den Tweed's been put on sick leave because he's got an unstoppable erection. Is that right? Oh, no, that's not it. Is there anyone? Right, look, that's moving too fast now. Dara Redman, Uber driver extraordinaire and arch nemesis of Side Twiddy, is in there. He says, does anyone need an Uber? Look, guys, come on, let's get back to this fucking cow. There he is. How fast does that cow look? Please, would you put a number on it? On the loose, cow that has evaded police since January. That cow does not give a fuck. There are no fucks left to give for that cow. It's faster than it looks. Anyway, Police in America have been hunting a cow for the past few weeks. Time well spent. And have constantly come up short. You can see it. You can shoot it. Guys, come on. Wanted, unknown cow. Give it a name. Why not? It doesn't matter. It's a cow. Suggestions on names, please. For several months, this is the Pembroke Pines PD tackling the big issues in March, on the 13th of March. For several months, a loose cow has been seen wandering in the area of Sheridan and I-75. It's evaded capture by both our officers and assisting cow herders since January. Like, have they been out all day, every day, trying to get this cow? Sometimes you just got to let a cow go, haven't you? You know what I mean? Look, there's one piece of advice I can give you from my dating life. Occasionally, you just got, if a cow is faster than it looks, sometimes it's just best to let it go. Sometimes it's best to just let it run across the countryside where it was clearly meant to be. If you know its whereabouts, please contact us. They've used a cow emoji in there just to, keep it light-hearted. Oh, look, they've used some puns. A few puns in there, guys. Pending charges, moving violations, uttering false checks, and fleeing and eluding police. Bit of fun there, guys, from the Pembroke Pines PD, showing that they're still not shy to offer a bit of light-hearted humour in the midst of a global pandemic. Anyway, where's this bit about it being faster than it looks? Okay, this is the description here of the cow. Female cow, brown and white head, faster than it looks. Talented fence jumper, enjoys pools. Listen, if you, it depends how much you want the cow back. What do you want the cow for? Yeah, you eat the cow, shoot the cow. Listen, guys. It's enough about this cow now. I think that's enough about this cow. Look, let's find some shoe throwers, shall we? I was thinking, cracking fucking time to promote your Ball in the Bag Foghorn release, eh? What a time to really, be out there on social media pushing your Neuro by Numbers release. What a fucking result, eh? Guys, please, guys, I've made a record that sounds like a lot of other records. Would you please stop what you're doing and buy it? Please, guys, come on. It sounds a lot like a Benny L record, but it's not. Please, guys, buy my Foghorn tune. Yeah, no, is the answer there, I'm afraid. Look, let's see what have we got. New Mephius and Break. Will you thank fuck for that? Would you just take a minute, yeah, to fucking clasp your hands together, yeah? And we're going to say a little prayer to Cockney Jesus. To Jesus Christ. Dear Danny, will you please, in these trying fucking times, give us all the strength to suffer this muggy fucking slag of a virus. This absolute fucking sigh. The fucking virus, yeah, and fucking give us the power, yeah, to not get mugged off, yeah, to not mug ourselves off, yeah, when we're fucking isolating, and to not be a fucking clown by bog roll, alright? Our Danny, who art in heaven, thy be his name. Thy kingdom come fucking, alright, amen. Out of Time by Mephius and Break is potentially the medicine we need right now. All I'm saying is that cow looks fast, so if it is faster than it looks, it must be the fucking Bugatti Veyron of cars. Cars? Cows.
a minute. Stop! Wait a minute.
We'll get into the Shoutbox in a minute.
Stop! Wait a minute.
This is really good. Shout out to Charlie Goodman's mate Luke, who's had his 21st birthday cancelled due to the Chinese bat eater. I say shout out. I mean, I've heard of this Luke character, and quite frankly, I'm glad his birthday's been cancelled, as it's nothing short of what he deserves. Sorry, Luke. Facts is facts. Don't at me. Out of Time by Meth Juice and Break. Oh, God, that was good, man. That was a good record. Thank fuck for that. Jesus, do you not pray for a few weeks ago when it was a simpler time when all you had to worry about was the international cabal of billionaire paedophiles that secretly ran the world? Listen, yeah, a few messages in here on the Shoutbox. Greta Thunberg. I was listening to... what's that radio station in London that isn't LBC? Talk Radio. There's a guy on there, like, it's not like you've never heard the surname pronounced before. Greta Thunberg. It's like, and now we've got a caller who's interested in talking about Greta Thunberg. It's like, you've never, like, why we... There was someone on the fucking news last night. It was like, there are reports saying that you should not be taking ibuprofen after, like, you've never heard someone say ibuprofen before? Ibuprofen. Like, you fucking inside, like, there's a pandemic on, and you've got the fucking gall to be out there pronouncing it ibuprofen. You fucking prick. Anyway, hey daddy, says the sweet one. Cheers, mate. Anyway, Greta Thunberg says, you didn't listen to me, and now it's time you all pay the price. This is my creation. I become death, destroyer of boomers. Okay, Sweet Johnny says he's prepared the bunker. Thanks, buddy. Redex says, Xbox chill with me. I'd love to, mate. I'd love to. Thunberg is correct pronunciation. Fuck off. Anyway, Maddie says, due to the current state of the world, I will carry on being self-isolated. Just because something is the correct pronunciation doesn't necessarily mean is the pronunciation that you should use. I would refer you to the example of GIF and GIF. GIF is in fact the correct pronunciation. However, if you go around saying, have you seen that GIF of Gemma Collins, you're going to get a slap, and rightfully so, okay? Yeah, if you say ibuprofen, yeah, I would cough on you. Coronavirus says, I think I'm getting a bit of a bad rap here. Even AIDS hasn't had it this bad. Otters says, what the fuck we supposed to do? Well, why don't you build yourself a fucking little log cabin? Yeah, Otters. Doesn't seem... Nothing else seems to have stopped you doing that. Why should this be any different? Yeah? Why don't you go, get your fucking Nori prick teeth out? Yeah? Or is that beavers? I don't care, man. I don't care. Anyway, Captain Groove Rider says, shiver my timbers. Stephen Atherton says, I got coronavirus. Have you? Let us know. I mean, you know, as I say, the Shoutbox in the app, it is anonymous. You can put any name that you want. And there's, well, I can distinguish if someone changes their name many times. But you are welcome, as I've said, to send... Fucking kidding me. The stream has gone. Is it okay on there? Are you, like, why would you do this? Is it back? The bill again. That is, when it's been cut off previously, that has been why. It's not been a technical issue. It's merely been Twitty not paying the fucking bill. Why are you doing a show from the storage unit? It's not. The storage unit is a shipping container, all right? Like a proper fucking storage unit should be. Your storage unit should be a lock-up garage or a shipping container. It should not be at Big Yellow Storage. It doesn't count if it's at Big Yellow Storage. That only makes you a boomer. It does not make you a real man. You need a proper lock-up garage or you need a shipping container. Those are the only acceptable... If you're looking to follow the high-ranking path of true masculinity, which you think you should be... Otherwise, you will, I'm afraid, be declared a beta male soy boy cuck. So you will need either a lock-up garage with ideally a job lot of something in there, at least one pallet load of something, doesn't matter what it was, you know, could be old DVD players, yeah, could be toilet roll. Whatever it is, you need a fucking lock-up with a fucking job lot or something. I sadly have a job lot of drum and bass vinyl in the store, in the fucking lock-up at the moment. So, yeah, UHT milk, you can have that up there. That's fine. Do I want to send you also, what we do have, which I'm quite glad about, is opposite that fucking storage unit is another storage unit, which is Haley's storage unit, and is stocked to the fucking ceiling full of booze. So we ain't running out of booze anytime soon, basically. So that's good, isn't it? Yeah, you're right, Wodge. Rank his masculinity path, get a lock-up, roll around the floor with other sweaty men on the regular. Correct. That is how it's done. Suck a dick if you got to. It's no shame in sucking a dick. Not anymore. Where are we? Any more on the fucking thing? No, we've run out of anonymous messages on the Shoutbox. That's fine for now. Let's get back to the cow. How fast does it look? Put a number on it. I'm losing my mind. What's going over there? Netflix hires the cock destroyers. Okay. To give you the sex education you need. Okay, who are the cock destroyers? And why are they destroying... North Korea claims it has no confirmed cases. Yeah. Okay. What's going on? I don't want to watch the video. I'm assuming this is bollocks, but you know, it's all I'm, you know, am I going to be that guy? Would they hire two geese? It's called the Pussy Destroyers. I'm guessing no. We couldn't think of anyone better to provide us with a lesson in sex education than the Cock Destroyers, and thankfully Netflix has got them on board to do just that. That's good, isn't it? I mean, I'm guessing sex education in school seems to be largely carried out by drag queens these days. You can make up your own minds about that. So I guess what, Netflix are going to come in. Are parents not doing it anymore? Parents not just going, listen, son. Dad, I already know. All right, cool. And, you know, that's the end of that one. The Cock Destroyers are British porn stars, Rebecca Moore and Sophie Anderson, and they came to wider mainstream prominence in 2018 when the pair on Twitter introduced themselves, went viral, going on to become a meme with various witty and amusing permutations. Two adult permutations. The two adult entertainers became a surprise hit with the internet thanks to a series of clips that showed they weren't afraid to take the mick out of the more po-faced elements of porn. Cannot abide the po-faced porn purveyors. What a load of pompous, po-faced prittle-prattle, pompous pansies. Anyway, as well as offering refreshing awareness of LGBT plus sexual orientations, because God knows nobody has heard of them. 2 years on, Netflix has released a lengthy video of the pair telling us the things you just don't get taught during sex education. They look fucking terrifying. Like, I'm sorry, but if I was a child and they were like, and they were telling me that this is, you know, what sex is going to be like, I think I'd be scared asexual. Modern sex ed leaves some things out, like, you know, how much ice you can stick up your anus for fun. I imagine they particularly leave. Look, it's been a long time since I had sex education at school, and as far as I remember it, we watched a video of a family going around the house doing normal family stuff, but they were nude. A lot of bushwork from mum and dad. A lot of bushwork. And that was about it, as far as I remember. And then I think a scene of someone giving birth. And that was that. And the rest I learnt just from magazines I'd found down railway embankments. So now we've got the cock destroyers. My liberal values tested every day. Yeah, cool. I mean, what is it that normal sex education is leaving out now? Butt stuff? I guess, like eating ass. I mean, can you imagine the teachers you have when you're at school going, so guys, listen, now, it's not just about making babies when you have sex, also about the ass. You should not neglect the ass, be you gay, straight, or otherwise. You've got to focus mainly, if not exclusively, on the ass. It doesn't matter whether or not you're in a long-term relationship. Doesn't matter if you're part of a religious faith. Does not matter if you met your partner 5 minutes ago in a disabled bog of the Volks in Brighton. You're going to start needing to pay attention to the ass. Thank God, Rankin is back on ass stuff. The apocalypse will surely soon come to an end. Fucking hell. Anyway, modern sex ed leaves some things out. Netflix stated on social media, who better to fill in than a pair of porn stars called the Cock Destroyers? Yeah, it's fine. Cool. Let's get a load of 7-year-olds up there and we can have the Cock Destroyers explain DP to them. Well, quite. The pair's over-the-top style is undeniably funny, but during the course of the video, they also provide some very insightful moments, not least an openness around HIV prevention medication, such, pre-exposure medication. Right, okay, I guess they're all honking that down. As well as a guide to many sexual orientations out there that people identify themselves as. Well, how long is the video? 3-4 days long? If you want to get them all in. Come on, man, there's a bit of a list these days. Let's talk about the importance of consent during sex, while the duo also quip, unfortunately, there's no known cure for heterosexuality. Ha 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 ha! They also talk about vaginal pleasure, anal sex, and douching, all the while using trans-inclusive language. Great! I can't wait to watch it. 13 minutes, thank God. I mean, I was about to start screaming at the wall. God, they have to be, as long as they're using trans-inclusive language. The 13-minute video follows last month's announcement that Netflix's hit show, Sex Education, will return for a third season. Thank God. Thank God. I mean, it's great to see Scully in such a role. I mean, you know, what a hero. What a hero. The show follows Otis, played by Asa Butterfield, and Emma Mackey's Maeve, as they run a sex advice business from their school to help troubled teens. Great. Yeah, watch the first season of that. Absolute shithouse. I would avoid it if I were you. But luckily, I'm not you. So make of that what you will. Guys, look, let's play some more records. What have we got? Document 1, Like This, off the Anamorphic EP. Let's give it a little bit of a whirl.
brothers and the sisters.
Tom, I'm not in the container. I'm in the studio.
They forgot the purpose.
These are the readings you collect. Radiation level reached 5 Roentgen. Temperature down to -11 in 8 seconds.
Document 1 do get a lot of airtime on the show, you are correct. They're lovely boys, and I support their civil partnership very much.
No one has produced anything like this. Readings you collect. Radiation level reached 5 Roentgen. Temperature down to -11 in 8 seconds. Vibrations up to 12,000 cycles. I'm in touch with technological advances pretty well everywhere. And I can tell you that no one has produced anything like this.
Stephen Atherton, he says in the chat that he genuinely does have coronavirus and would like to and is happy to call in to the show. Sure, why not? Mystery person that I've never heard of before. Let's do a call. DM, send me your number to the through the Shoutbox, or send me. Are you on Skype? Send me your Skype. That's a much better idea. Stephen Atherton there, a man, I guess a man, claiming to have coronavirus. And why not? You know, why goddamn not? I think it probably would be fun, right, to do call-ins again on the show. That'd be a good idea. Maybe I'll get that sorted out for tomorrow. I can get the Threshold Skype back up and running. Well, yeah, why not? We'll do call-ins from people in isolation, and we'll get some goddamn banter going, guys. We'll get the banter going. Fucking snips. I'm worried, actually, there's going to have to be cuts in at Threshold, and I am concerned that I may have to lay off Snips. So his days are numbered, quite honestly. That is annoying that's the thing now. Anyway, Unknown Cow says, "You'll never catch me, you vegan cucks." Oh God. Luke Simmons, who says, they thought they could stop us from congregating and listening to drum and bass. They'll never stop us. They'll never take our freedom. They'll never take our bass lines. They'll never take our amen breaks. These fucking limp dick COVID-19 cucks. Unbelievable. Guys, look, what have we got? We've got this massive goldfish. I don't know how much interest there is in the big goldfish. We've also got Dad tries more than 150 different drugs to see what they're like. Apparently, Kim Jong-un, to keep the country coronavirus free, he's personally putting a bullet in the head of anyone that has it, reducing the numbers back down to 0. So that's a bit of fun, isn't it? Anyway, Dad tries more than 150 different drugs to see what they're like. The hero we need, guys, not the hero we deserve. When you think of recreational drugs, I could do without Stuart Perry, though. It's fucking Lad Bible's answer to Jasper Hamill. When you think of recreational drugs, you'll probably go to the headline substances. Cannabis, cocaine, ecstasy, meth, mushrooms, acid, and heroin. They're the most obvious ones because they're the ones you never stop hearing about. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. Dominic Milton Trott. Hello, Dominic Milton Trott. I'm here to try 150 different drugs. What should I first put into my anus? Let's try poking heroin up into my colon, see what happens. Okay, goodbye. Dominic Milton Trott wants people who are keen to try different substances to know exactly what they're getting themselves into before they put them up their nose, their mouth, or into their veins. Father of 2 from the UK has tried a whopping 157 drugs and has detailed his experiences in the Drug User Bible. Man in his 60s explained that it all happened when he retired and started asking questions about the meaning of life. Dominic stumbled upon the drug ayahuasca, a powerful hallucinogenic derived from a plant in South America, while looking on YouTube. After a bit of research, he travelled to Peru and took the drug during a shamanic ritual, which opened his eyes and helped him free himself from the shackles of fear. Okay, so he met Bob Dylan along the way, by the sounds of it. He wasn't scared of experimenting a bit more, and after a bit of research, was frustrated at the lack of information out there on safe drug use. Could be Van Morrison, I don't know. Dominic told Lab Bible, I spotted on the forums that real people were dying and disappearing off these sites, and it would be sometimes get back that they had made a mistake and took the wrong dose, or they didn't know the onset times and all sorts of things that can lead to fatality. I started creating a spreadsheet of my experience and my research. I meticulously researched the drug and what the dose would be, and so on and so forth, and I recorded it. Then the idea of creating a book about the experiences popped into his head. Why shouldn't I asked. I'm looking to make a pound note, of course. Why shouldn't I project into the public consciousness safety information when I feel capable of doing that? So over the course of about a decade, Dominic started seriously researching, taking and experiencing and documenting as many drugs as he could find. The former banker and IT worker scoured the globe for psychedelic stimulants, anxiolytics and sedatives, intoxicating depressants, including opioids, dissociatives, cannabinoids, nootropics, dream herbs, and others that are unclassified. Some of them were easy to obtain, others not so much. Before May 2016, lots of the research of chemicals were legal in the UK, meaning Dominic could order them without any trouble. The illegal ones saw him travel to different parts of the planet where he could get them a little easier. If you ask him what drug he thought was the best, he'll always counter it with a question, it depends on what you're seeking at the time. Just tell me your favourite drug. Why you gotta be a dick about it? Like, it depends on what you're seeking at the time. Fuck off. Nutmeg. Dominic said, trying to get high off nutmeg was one of the worst experiences ever. Jesus. Okay. As you'd expect, while Dominic got into some amazing highs, he also had some that left him in pain, both mentally and physically. He said 2 classes of drugs that were awful were deliriants and synthetic cannabinoids. Okay, spice, not good. When he tried to get high off nutmeg, yes, that's the thing, he said it was easily one of the worst experiences he's ever had. I woke up in the night and I had to crawl on my hands and knees to get to the toilet, he said. My fingers were going into the wood and I was pulling them out. And everything was spinning. My head was hurting. I was ill for a week. It's dysphoric. It's fear. It's trauma. These particular psychoactives are deadly and very toxic. You're essentially poisoning yourself. Okay, guys, don't smoke nutmeg is the takeaway from this. Even while self-isolating, if you've run out of booze, if you've tried to do the scrapey out your banana skins routine that obviously doesn't work, don't start smoking nutmeg, okay? It's obviously quite bad for you. Dominic also said his experience with meth was troubling because he realised just how addictive the substance can be. So I knew there would be this tendency to continue taking it, he said. I made sure that once it was gone, it was gone. The next day I was drained, and I found it took a long, long time to get back to normal. Yeah, fuck meth, man. The synthetic cannabinoids, like spice and black mamba, which have caused loads of issues in parts of the UK, were also horrible for Dominic. He described the high as a magnifier for any anxiety that was floating in his brain. Well, sounds fucking dreadful, mate. Look, let's have another bit of gear, another bit of good drum and bass gear. And then let's try some Pure X from Mob Tactics. You know, man, with everything that's going on, I really am, even though they agreed to it a while ago, I'm starting to think that the chances of me ever getting to go to the park and have a go on the swings with Mob Tactics is fucking dwindling, man. You know? That is, it's not good. I don't know what that's playing. That's more Document 1. They've had their day in the sun, this show. It's, look, Pure X, Mob Tactics, let's give it a whirl. Got a message in from Congo Natty that says, what the bumperclart riles is wrong with these batty, rolling, toilet roll hogging pagans? I don't know. I'm sorry, I just don't know.
It was pure jungle.
I'm into this. I'll look forward to playing this in a club in 2027.
It was pure jungle.
Sam Howard saying, I'm pretty sure ecstasy is the cure for everything. Has anyone with COVID tried it? I mean, I have very strong anecdotal evidence that pingers basically will cure anything. Like, if you've got a condition, you've got some sort of illness, drop a pinger, an hour later, you no longer have that illness. Will it resurface when you come down? Maybe try never coming down again. Maybe try just continually taking the pingers for the rest of your existence, which would probably be a few weeks, I would imagine. Right, look, guys. Coming up next on Threshold.fm, your gal, my friend and yours, Power Jen, for 2 hours of good news. Jen does not deal in anything depressing, in anything bad. She deals in 100% positive energy, not positive diagnoses. Positive energy, okay? Let's clear that one out from the fucking off. All right, guys? Positive energy, okay? Thank you very much. Listen, yeah, as I mentioned, I will be going back for the foreseeable future, but not forever, to doing the show every day. I'm going to be going and doing it from home because I feel like we all need this. I need this as much as other people listening to it. I mean, fucking tell me if you don't. A good way to do that would be by not listening. And you can fuck off. But look, guys, I will be going back to doing this every day because, frankly, it gives me a purpose. Which definitely, my schedule has suddenly become quite free. So let's stick the show back in. Oh, God. Look, 10 a.m. tomorrow, Jimmy Budd will be doing the decent thing and moving his show an hour forward. So tomorrow morning at 9 will be Jimmy Budd, then myself, 10 till 11. And then I think 11 is Build or 11 is Big 8. 11 is the Build, I believe. And then brand new Big 8 tomorrow. Look, Jimmy, is Jimmy still you doing Jim will mix it at 7 o'clock tonight? I think I might be wrong. Listen, I might be wrong. But hey. Look, guys, I've only got a minute left of the YouTube. Please, I have not pushed it really, well, maybe a little bit for a long time. But now more than ever, please, the Patreon is very, very important. If we want to keep Threshold running, I'm gonna have to get rid of the studio. There's no question about that. The idea of trying to launch a business that as a commercial podcast studio where people come down into an unventilated basement, I don't think it's going to be a goer, man. I don't think it's going to be a goer. So please, if you want to keep the station running and if you want to keep Coffee and Memes on the air every day, please, if you go to patreon.com/Threshold FM. If you go to Threshold FM, you can find all the information to support it there. Or if you want an unbelievably easy way to do it, you can just go to the app and you can set up you can subscribe in the app for $4.99 a month. I'm also thinking that I'm going to do 2 of the episodes of Coffee and Memes a week as they will be live, but the recordings and the playback of it will be exclusive in the app, and you will need a subscription to get it. So there won't be any music on those shows. I will find something else to put in there because I can't put other people's music behind a paywall. That's ridiculous. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. Please fucking stay safe. Stay in, man. Stay home. Like wash every part of your body every 5 minutes. Please, guys. Snort hand sanitizer. Don't. Christ. Look, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 10. Be safe out there. I love you. Goodbye.